Hey there, animation fans! In the previous video, we went over the basics of animating text. And in this video, we're going to talk about the basics of animating shapes. So let's start by creating a new composition and creating a new shape layer. You can do this by going to Layer, New, Shape Layer. Once you've done that, you'll see a new layer in your timeline. Click on the arrow and open up the shape properties. Here you'll see a bunch of options for creating shapes. You can create rectangles, ellipses, polygons, and more. You can also adjust the size, position, and other properties of the shape. Another way to do this is to navigate to the toolbar panel, clicking and holding the shape tool and selecting the shape you want to create. Click and drag in the composition panel to create the shape layer. If you want all the sides of the shape to be of equal size, hold Shift while you click and drag. Now let's say you want to animate these properties. Maybe you want the shape to grow or shrink or move across the screen. To do this, you'll need to use keyframes. And keyframes are markers you place on the timeline to indicate where you want certain changes to happen. For example, if you want the shape to start small and then grow larger over time, you would place a keyframe at the beginning of the timeline with the size set to the smallest value. And then place another keyframe later on the timeline set to its larger value. You can also use keyframes to animate the position of the shape or any other property. For example, you could create a keyframe for the position of the shape at one point in time, and then create another keyframe for the position of the shape at a later point in time. After Effects will automatically create the animation between the two keyframes. One thing to keep in mind when animating shape properties is the concept of easing. Easing refers to the way in which an animation starts and stops. If you want your animation to look smooth and natural, you'll want to use easing. There are a few different types of easing, but the most common are ease in and ease out. To apply easing to your animation, you'll need to select the keyframe and then right-click on it. From there, you can select Keyframe Assistant and then Easy Ease In or Easy Ease Out. To see what this does, click on the Graph Editor button to switch to the graphic timeline. When you click on Choose Graph Type Options, make sure Edit Speed Graph is selected. This shows you a graph of the speed between the keyframes. You can adjust the speed using the handles just like in Illustrator. Now you can see the animation speeds up and gradually slows down. And that's it! Now you know how to animate shapes in Adobe After Effects. Remember to experiment and have fun with it. You never know what kind of animations you can come up with by accident. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to learn more, please like the video and subscribe.